Hi, this is Jack Denny, and this is my informative speech on whittling. Today what we're going to try and cover is some of the basic tools you're going to need to get started whittling. We're going to go over some of the benefits of whittling, some of the positive things and how it can help you. We're going to go over some of the negatives, if you're not careful, how you can possibly hurt yourself. And then we're going to go over some of the safety precautions you can take, some of the gear you can wear to protect yourself from injury or harm. So the basic tools you're going to need to start whittling are just this block of wood. Softwood is best. I have pine here, but other common softwoods for whittling are balsa and basswood. They're both very good choices to get started. And you're going to need a knife. I just have a pocket knife right here, but notice it has a good straight edge. You want that straight edge to be able to make nice, clean, straight cuts. Most of the curved blades are not going to be as good for whittling. You can also dish out a little extra money and go ahead and get a whittling knife. It's a specialty knife. It's generally got a longer handle and it fits your hand, but the blade is maybe an inch, inch and a half long, just for those nice little precise cuts. The benefits of whittling, obviously it's going to take a long time to whittle this block of wood into something you can appreciate and enjoy. So it's going to require a lot of patience. It's going to help you build that up, and it's a relaxing activity. Obviously, like I said, it's going to take a while, so you just really relax, chill out, and whittle it off. Usually people will say that there's whatever you're looking for is already in this wood. Just relax and take off all the excess. Another benefit is grip strength, because obviously you're going to have to hold the block of wood in one hand very still, and you're going to have to hold the knife, very still, keep it going, very smooth, long cut. And that's how you can benefit from whittling. Now, some of the negative effects, some of the ways you can get hurt if you're not careful, is if you start whittling too fast. If you're doing like this, making these big, long, choppy cuts, you're more likely to swing a blade somewhere, accidentally hurt yourself or someone else. And on these back cuts, where you're pulling the blade to yourself, you're really going to want to be careful, because it's easy to cut your thumb or anywhere in your body that's immediately behind the knife. But as long as you're paying close attention to your work and you're not getting too crazy, getting too wild, then there's really nothing that can come wrong out of it. Now, you are going to want to take a break every hour or so to let your wrist rest a little bit, because you can get strains and muscle soreness in the wrist area if you keep whittling at it for too long. But a break every hour and you should be fine. Now, some of the protective gear you can wear, especially for a beginner, is a thumb guard. It looks a lot like a thimble for sewing, or the full Kevlar glove, and that will protect your whole hand from cuts or stabs, and it can make you a lot more confident and relaxed as a whittler. So these are basically how you get started. Now we're going to go over some of the basic cuts that you make when you get your piece in your knife. So there's the drawback cut like this. You're going to want to put your thumb on the piece and just work your wrist into drawing that blade back. Now this is the cut you want to be careful with, because like I said, you are a little more prone to cut yourself on this. But as long as you're paying attention, you want to keep a good close eye on your work and keep a steady hand, and there should be no problems. Now the second cut most beginners are going to want to start with is the pushing cut. So you're going to hold this block of wood back here. You're going to push your knife right behind wherever you're going to cut, and you're just going to push it with your non-dominant thumb. You're just going to push the blade forward. Now usually you're going to want to smooth out all these cracks, and the best way to do that is by working with the grain. As you can see, this block of wood, the grain is running vertical with the block, so you just want to kind of smooth those edges with the grain and keep it going. Now these are all the things you're going to need to get started whittling, and the advantages and disadvantages of beginning whittling. I'm Jack Denny. This is my informative speech.